Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. The World Health Organization announced on Tuesday that there is no indication of a more widespread hantavirus outbreak following the deadly incident aboard a Dutch cruise ship, the MV Hantavirus. According to UPI, the outbreak led to 3 deaths and infected at least 9 others. Speaking at a news briefing in Madrid, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus stated there was no sign that we are seeing the start of a larger outbreak, but cautioned that due to the virus's long incubation period, more infections could still emerge in the coming weeks. He also commended Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez for Spain's moral leadership in the successful evacuation of over 120 passengers from 12 countries. This operation faced local opposition in Tenerife, but was deemed inhumane to refuse entry to isolated passengers. Spain confirmed an 11th case among those quarantined in Madrid. Meanwhile, the Netherlands received 28 passengers and crew, with 12 hospital staff quarantined for potential exposure. In the United States, 18 Americans are in quarantine, 2 of whom tested positive. British health officials are also conducting assessments for 20 passengers under a 3-day quarantine, who will then self-isolate for up to 45 days. UPI reports that the European Union is considering a ban on social media for children and teens. EU President Ursula von der Leyen announced this at the European Summit on Artificial Intelligence and Children, stating that the bloc would take action this fall against the addictive design of certain platforms. She noted concerns about endless scrolling, autoplay, and push notifications, and mentioned ongoing actions against TikTok and Meta for failing to enforce minimum age requirements. Von der Leyen emphasized that these risks, including sleep deprivation, depression, anxiety, self-harm, cyberbullying, exploitation, and suicide, are not accidental, but rather a result of business models profiting from children's vulnerability. The EU has developed an age verification app with high privacy standards for member states and platforms to use. This move follows similar bans or considerations in Australia, Spain, and France, contrasting with former U.S. President Donald Trump's stance, who has sided with tech companies and opposed efforts to limit their platforms. According to Global News, Canadian intelligence officers visited Cadex Defense, a Quebec firearms manufacturer, after its sniper rifles were found in Russia, despite sanctions. The company's president, Serge Dextraz, confirmed that the Canadian Security Intelligence Service, CSIS, met with them to discuss Russia's efforts to evade sanctions. The briefing followed a Global News report in October detailing how Cadex rifles were available for sale in Moscow and used by Russian snipers, some appearing brand new with product tags. Cadex maintains it does not export to Russia. CSIS stated it works with manufacturers to prevent Russia from acquiring Canadian goods, focusing on technology needed for its military-industrial complex, such as microelectronics, satellite communication, and precision firearms. CSIS provided confidential advice to Cadex to enhance their vetting processes. Foreign Minister Anita Anand is also investigating the matter. According to Metro W1, ta accountably grade a bikargad mass doen hur doen for the BID Tiniels Weld. You dusig surprised down pa $2,000 in D-say that would salmet be and puzz the braid by AB what dap you's heard and all every do and so God bod et fexual plaque NNE dap UNT. A whitting dap you tooing nactrate is passed on drain and I can't the braid belwary daptro dal ox square so n as a voy. According to CBS News, President Trump is scheduled to travel to Beijing on Tuesday for a high-stakes summit. This significant meeting will bring President Trump together with Chinese President Xi Jinping to discuss critical issues. Anna Karen is providing further coverage on the upcoming event. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.